I have no idea what happened in the first half or the second half or the first three overtimes. And Rodney Hood came in and played great. It was a hell of a game. I've never been involved in a game like that, regular season or playoff, but it was amazing effort by both teams.
Questions?
Royce Young, ESPN. Terry, the sub to go to Rodney there, was it just looking for some fresh legs type of thing?
Well, I'd like to take credit for that, but actually Mo was cramping up a little bit, and so that was the reason for the substitution. But we did go to him a couple times. Obviously, the three-point shot was, a scramble situation. CJ had a great play, but we did go to him because we liked the matchup a couple times, and he had fresh legs.
Terry, what about your thought process in a game like that on whether to stay with the guys who are in there who obviously look tired or put a guy in who hasn't played in quite a while too? How tough is that decision?
It's a tough call. I think most coaches just kind of go with the guys who are involved in the game, guys who have gotten you to that point. Guys have been sitting on the bench for a while and maybe a little cold. It's just, both. It's just like a heavyweight bout where you just, battle of attrition. But it's a good question, but I do think most coaches kind of leave those guys in there because they're in the flow of the game and they got you to that point.
Terry, Eric Anderson, Associated Press. Dame had only 2 turnovers tonight. They were blitzing him a lot, 8 assists. What did you like about his game tonight, getting the ball to other guys?
He didn't necessarily shoot the ball well, but he, 2 big plays, 2 big layups towards, wasn't looking good there for a while, and he gets to the rim twice. That was huge. It was fighting through fatigue because we asked so much of him at both ends. The thing about Dame is you can look at the box score, but his demeanor and the way he leads the team, whether he's shooting the ball well or not, is really important for us.
On your right, Coach.
Terry, Mike Richmond, NBC Sports Northwest. Can you put into words sort of the emotional release after 4 overtimes to get a win like this?
Well, it's, I don't know. It's I think everybody's pretty tired mentally and physically. You just don't know. The game was won and lost so many times by both teams. It was a roller coaster. Every overtime was a roller coaster. So I think it was, I don't know if it was as much elation as it was relief, but it was, I'll take either one.
In the back on the right, Coach.
Joe Freeman with the Oregonian. Terry, can you just describe Enes Kanter and what he's giving you and how he's playing with his shoulder, and he took that hard fall into the front row, just what he's giving you?
I tell you, my hat's off to Enes. He's a warrior. He goes out there. I don't know how much pain he's in. It looks like it's a painful situation for him. I asked him I don't know how many times how he's doing. I'm okay, coach. I'm okay. He just battles. He's given us so much at the end of the regular season. Obviously, in the playoffs, we wouldn't be in the position we're in without him. But he's remarkable.
Third row middle. Yes, right here.
Emmanuel Laurin, Basket USA. I wanted to ask you about CJ.
Where are you?
Is it?
Okay.
CJ scored 41 points. What did you prefer in his performance tonight?
He made some big shots in the, I forget which overtime was, but he hit a 2 and hit a 3. Big, tough shots to make because of the strength it takes to make those shots. He made some really clutch shots, and I thought, he was actually, had probably a little bit more of a game going, but Will Barton did a nice job on whoever he was guarding, and but for CJ, even though I don't know, what he actually shot, but for me it was more about the timeliness of his shots.
Back row center.
Terry Carey Eggers, Portland Tribune. It may sound crazy with that many points that were scored, but it seemed like it was pretty good defense a lot of the way. What did you think of you guys' defensive effort?
I thought it was good. I mean, when you look at every overtime, there wasn't a lot of scoring in overtime. I thought it was a very physical game. Neither team backed down. Everybody was locked in, getting to the point in the series after 3 games where everybody kind of knows what the other team does. Everybody kind of gets locked in, so it's kind of hard to score. But yeah, it was. I thought when you look at the shooting percentages, it was just a hard-fought game, and there was certainly a lot of defense. Denver did a hell of a job on the offensive boards. Just like Game 2 in the fourth quarter, they really pounded the glass, and that kept them in the game for I don't know how many fourth quarter and the overtimes, but I don't know if that was they're a very good offensive rebounding team, but fatigue maybe came into that for us.
Last question, front row right.
Terry Joseph Henderson, Associated Press. I know it's only 1 win in 1 game, but does it feel like more than one? And how much?
Well,
can
it's
that
1 and a
momentum-
half since we played. We played a game and a half, so let's get 1.5.
How much?
But we
can,
still have to get to 4.
How much can that momentum mean going into Game 4?
I don't know about momentum. I mean, we'll see. It's a quick turnaround for a Sunday 4 o'clock game, so it'll be interesting how both teams come out going into Game 4.